Hi, guys. I just poked myself in the eye with my mascara.
I
Watch.
hate that.
Dude, my eye, like literally my this whole side of my makeup came off. And then I was like trying to wipe off, and then it was like getting worse and worse and worse and like all down my face. I'm like, this is really great. This is fantastic. I'm like, oh, apparently add that to my 40 plus list. I can't do eyeliner anymore or mascara. Okay.
Is that super loud? Can you hear that? Hold on.
What was that?
Can you hear it?
No.
Okay, good. I'm like, I don't know where else to go. They're working on our roof, and I'm like in the front of the house, hopefully. Okay.
No, it's fine. Okay. Let me see if I can just get, oh, I'm trying to like spotlight. Okay. Sorry, Michelle, you're like front and center for everyone. Okay. We used to be able to make co-hosts, but for some reason we're not. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, guys. We're just gonna get set up and then we're gonna get ready to go. Okay. Is that all of us? Yes. Okay. We're gonna get started. Let me hit record. Okay, we're gonna get started. Hi, everybody. Thanks so much for hopping on today. We're really excited to share this business opportunity with you, but more excited to share about the impact of Hugh and Grace. These are your beautiful hosts that you see on the screen today, which I will introduce in a moment. We're going to screen share and give you guys something to look at while we talk besides us so that it's a little more entertaining. Entertaining. We are coming off our big Elevate Summit in Chicago, which is great. So our energy is high and our excitement is really there. And hopefully that passion will come out through our presentation. So everybody that's hopping in, thanks so much again for being here today. Um, I like you guys again to see our faces. So we're just going to kind of present this way. And that way I can keep inviting people into the room. So for those of you that are on for the first time hearing about Hugh and Grace, hopefully you see your sponsor on here that invited you to this call. Um, they will be in the chat. So if you have questions, please ask them. Don't be afraid to talk. Don't be afraid to ask those questions, even if you feel like it's dumb or lame or you don't really know what you're asking, just do it. This is your opportunity to get the information that you need in order to decide if Hugh and Grace is a good match for you and a good partner for you and a good, and if we're a good team for you. So we're going to get started. We're going to go over just a few topics and get through this quick so you're not on here for super long. We don't want to waste a lot of your time. But I did want to quickly introduce your hosts. So these are advocates from our senior and junior leadership team. Michelle, I'm Jace Lundgren. I'm an associate director here at Hugh and Grace. I've been here for almost 2 full years. Is that right? Almost, I don't know. I've been here for a while, but I've been in network marketing for 14 years. So this is my bread and butter. It's an industry that I love. It's a business model that I love, and I think it's changed. I've seen it change a lot of lives. Michelle File is our first Canadian director. We expanded globally last November, and she and her team are now the highest ranked Canadian team in the company. She also has an extensive tenure with network marketing. And I'm excited for you guys to hear from her. Brittany and Candace are both senior mentor leaders on our team. Who Brittany or Candace is newer to network marketing. Brittany is familiar with network marketing. And then we have Michelle Hetrovitz, who is a mentor on our team. And she also has extensive knowledge and certifications and different things that she specializes in, which you can write in the chat. So people are like, oh, there's people here with education, unlike me. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started. I wanted to just quickly introduce our organization. So we are the number one team at Hugh and Grace. Our organization has 3,000 plus advocates. We did almost 4 million in sales last year. I'm sure we're beyond that a lot this year. I haven't counted, but we've seen massive amounts of growth and passion in this company because of the mission and what we're trying to do. So that's partly what we want to share. So, who is Hugh and Grace? Again, this is just establishing like Canada. I did want to mention really quickly that we've only been in Canada for just about a year. It's been a little less than a year, but we already have 1,000 advocates and growing. Again, these numbers were from earlier this year, so we probably have a lot more now, but we've done over 5,000 orders shipped to Canada. Shipping, you know, is what it is in Canada from these states right now. But it's been amazing to just see the quantity of excitement and passion around these products in your country. It's kind of a newer product to Canada, so that's been fun. And we have 100+ founding advocates that all got to celebrate at Elevate this week together. So who is Hugh and Grace? We are a company based out of California. We're ingredient transparent and we focus on products that go on in and around the body that are EDC free, so non-toxic, and also hormone safe, supportive. So that means whatever ingredients that we use, whether they're natural ingredients or clean ingredients, if they disrupt the endocrine system, then we won't use them. And it's really cool because our CEOs and co-founders of Hugh and Grace, Ben and Sarah Jensen, um, their story is why this company exists today. They had 14 years of unexplained infertility, and they discovered during that process that one of the issues they were having was the products that were going on and in their bodies that were disrupting their hormones and making the process even more challenging. They ended up using surrogacy with Ben's sister and then Sarah's sister to get their little babies, Hugh and Grace, and that's how our company was born. So that's kind of what the mission is rooted in. That's what our company is rooted in. Their kids' names are on the company, on everything that they do, and that bleeds into our culture and our community. I'm really, really proud to say that we have a non-toxic product and a non-toxic culture. It's one of my favorite things about Hugh and Grace, which is kind of rare in this industry. I love also that Sarah and Ben don't try to be the experts in everything. They are masters at delegation. They find experts for the things that they need created. So I like sharing this slide because it's our board. This is the people that help us formulate our products. We do have a formulator call for every single product that we create, which comes directly from the creator, and they talk about the different ingredients that they used and why, how they compound together, why the products are multifaceted and multifunctioning, like what they're doing. They go through every in and out of the product, how it was manufactured, why it was put together, talks about every ingredient and what its purpose is. It's one of the things that makes Hugh and Grace very unique. If you also go to our website and you look at any of the products, if you go to hughandgrace.com and you look at any of our products, you can drop the menu down and look at any of the details, and it also gives you all of the ingredients. It gives you all of the health benefits and information. One of the things that we are really proud of is that full transparency. I think it's really important. Ben and Sarah think it's really important, especially, and it's a founding piece of our company. And then I just like to briefly touch on the massive market opportunity. So if you are here for the business opportunity aspect of this call and not just wondering if you should try Hugh and Grace products, one of the reasons why this is so exciting is because while I've been in this industry for a really long time, I've also been in the health and wellness industry. So of a lot of our advocates on our team. And you guys all know the wellness industry is massive. There's huge opportunity there. But what's so beautiful about what we're doing is we're trying to elevate that industry. We're not trying to just bring new lotions and supplements to the market. We don't need more of those. What we really need is to help people elevate their own health and wellness, clean up their homes and help their families, and really bring preventative solutions to our futures. And that's really what's so exciting. So this is kind of just a little graphic of our reach, our ability to reach. There's a $1 billion massive market opportunity. They were saying by 2030, hormone health will be the number one, never going away um, element to our health and wellness platform. It's kind of like the next gut health, is how I like to think about it. It's just one of those things that once it's out there and educated about, it's not going to go away. So the impact here is incredible. We're kind of at the ground floor of this, where we get to go out there and advocate for this conversation to happen and just start talking to people about the toxicity of their products and then offering those solutions for them. So this is a really good time to get involved with this. And I wanted to turn it over to Michelle to kind of go through our products in a little bit more detail. So I'll turn it over to you, Michelle.
Hi, everyone. Thank you again for being here. And thanks, Jace, for handing over the mic. I'm Michelle. I just was going to talk quickly about the products. As you can see here, all of our products are what we call better than clean. So a lot of brands call themselves clean, but that term really doesn't have a standard definition. And we go a step further, and our products are not only clean, but they're endocrine disruptor free. And that matters for me, especially because I have Hashimoto's. So I have to be really careful about everything that goes into my body. But endocrine disruptors can mimic or block your body's natural hormones. So hormones that we know regulate everything from energy, mood, weight, fertility, and even how we age. So knowing that our products are third party tested, we don't just rely on marketing claims. As Jay said, we have a panel of doctors that work and functional medicine experts. Everything is third party tested, so it's safe and effective and consistent. So again, our products are formulated by doctors, chemists, and functional medicine experts, not just trend followers. And so we are vegan and cruelty free. That's also important. So, we're about values as well. Every product aligns with our mission of doing better for your body and for the planet. Um, so when we think about, our products, we know that women put on about 168 chemicals on their skin every day, and that's just on average. Men are using about 85 chemicals on their skin every day, and then even unborn children are exposed to 287 chemicals in the umbilical cord. So, we have to think about simple swaps and everything that's going on in and around our body. And so we're really intentional about making one swap at a time to reduce our toxic load. We know that our physical health, appearance, aging, immune function, mood, mental health, sexual health, everything, metabolism and weight, everything is hinging on the our hormones and what's affecting those. So when we think about our product pillars, we've got skin, health, home, and lifestyle. And I like to call our health products like internals because those are things that are going to help you age better from the inside out. Our skin products are just very protecting, they're nourishing without the hormone disrupting chemicals. Our internals, our health products are foundational supports like protein, collagen, detox for energy and resilience. And then our home products are just safer swaps that help you clean your environment without adding the toxins back in. And last but not least, lifestyle, those are just tools that we make wellness easier with, and they're more sustainable like day to day. So what I love most about everything here that we have at Hugh and Grace is that just it's so simple and it's so accessible. And we're not just asking people to make 20 swaps, buy 20 new things for their routine. We're replacing what they're already using and products that are safe, effective, and hormone supportive. So that swap, one swap a day or one swap a month or even one swap a year can really change the trajectory of someone's health. And so that's why I'm here and I'm so passionate about this company.
I love it. I love that our products are so accessible. Like Michelle was saying, like kids, pregnant women, breastfeeding women. I'm not making medical claims, but one of the things that was so frustrating to me about being in the wellness industry for so long is the accessibility of a lot of products. Like they alienate a lot of people who really, really need support in these ways. And one thing that I love about Hugh and Grace is that confidence and trust that our products can be vastly and widely used regardless of what people are dealing with. There's always going to be exceptions, but for the most part, I've yet to find people who couldn't use our products, no matter how compromised they are. One thing I did want to ask Michelle really quick, I'm just going to put you on the spot, which I know is your favorite thing in the whole entire world. But I just wanted to make a point of this because I think it's really important, especially people who are new to this concept of like learning about toxic products, which is, and Michelle touched on this a little bit, but what does chemical exposure do to us? Like if somebody said to you, Michelle, like, so what if I put 168 chemicals on my body? Like, what does that even mean? What is that doing? What would your response be to them?
I always think about it at the cellular level. Like I know hormones, there's hormone receptors in our body. And if there are toxins within our cells or even, they can mess with your mitochondria and slow down your metabolism, but they can block the receptor site for your hormones. And so even if you do like for me, I have Hashimoto, so there's lots of different, causes and reasons that happens, but like for example, if my body doesn't have enough, hormones like for my thyroid, and then I've got toxins blocking the receptor sites for the little hormones that are actually available.
Yeah.
I'm really in a not a good position, right? Like it's going to just exacerbate any existing conditions and it can cause cancers. I mean, we just know that anytime you start messing with the mitochondria in your cell, it's never a good outcome. And so that's what I'm very passionate about too, is just a lot of our products just free up your cell to just be hydrated at a cellular level, get your mitochondria functioning more effectively. And anytime someone says, "Oh, I have so much more energy," I literally think about their mitochondria. Kind of a dork like that.
No, I love that. I think it's amazing. And I like to tell people our products support homeostasis. They support your body doing what the body does instead of trying to do what the body does for you. And I think that's a really simplistic but massive mindset shift of like, oh, you know what? We were designed to function in a healthy way. Like our bodies they are fully equipped for the most part, but we're ill-equipping them. We're like deactivating them with a lot of the things that we're doing. So, and I just want to mention really quick before I pass it on to Brittany, because I'm going to have her chat through just some of the customer programs that we have. But one thing that I wanted to mention is a lot of people think about hormones and they think about testosterone and estrogen, but like Michelle was saying, there's so many other things like thyroid, but it's also cortisol, which is a massive problem in American society, especially right now. But dopamine, serotonin, just like all these different ones. And if you think about dopamine and serotonin specifically, that is like a mood hormone. So like if you're constantly disrupting the serotonin in your body, you're going to struggle and that's not fun. So one of the things that I think is really clear about these kind of products is they create a pathway for a higher quality of life because every day you feel better. And I think that that is so important. So I'm going to have Brittany go over just some of the benefits. So Hugh and Grace is a very customer centric business. And so we like to highlight this in this call. So I'm going to turn it over.
All right. So I'm excited about this part. This is such a fun part. I feel like I am not alone when I say that I have purchased lots of things from companies and not gotten perks. I mean, I continue to buy because I love the stuff. But with Hugh and Grace, it's super fun because there are many different programs we have for customers. So one of them is Hello 10. So this is for any customer that has never purchased before. We can offer them $10 off of their first purchase. Right at checkout is the promo code that they put in. Second, we have HG Insider. This is the coolest thing ever. So for any customer that receives product on subscription, they get 10% off their purchase. They get free shipping on $100. Plus, they earn product credit. And I just love this so much because it is super simple. When you're at checkout, you have your cart, you see your 10% off, you see your free shipping, and then when you go to pay, it gives you your options of your Visa, and then it'll say product credit, and you can apply your product credit right to your purchase. So it's very simple. And these dollars add up. I have so many customers that reach out so excited because they had this giant cart and they got this much off, and it really does add up. And the cool thing too is I feel like many of us have been on product subscriptions in the past, and sometimes they can be frustrating because you don't necessarily need it yet. There's no monthly requirement to order a certain amount. You are emailed before your item ships. So you are able to modify your order. You can add to it, you can take stuff out of it, you can postpone it, you can change the date that it's set to come. So it really is customer centered. It is for the customer to have a really positive experience and earn perks as somebody who is a very loyal customer. Um, and then third, we have mastermind classes once a month, probably more than once a month, but for sure once a month, we offer these mastermind classes around the five pillars of health. And each month we have an expert or multiple experts come on, customers can join us. It's on a Zoom. We teach about hormone health because, as Jace mentioned, this is definitely something that is not going away. I think many women are noticing perimenopause, menopause symptoms. So we're talking about it more. But these are things that are important for everybody at every age. Men have hormones, kids have hormones. So these masterminds are offering education. So we have a better understanding. It's not just testosterone, it's not just cortisol. It's our adrenals. It's a lot of things that a lot of people are experiencing. And I think having the knowledge behind it is really cool. Even if you're not like a geek like a lot of us are, we like learning about this stuff, but I think it does offer some insight to what everybody's talking about. Okay, so here at Hugh and Grace, there are many ways to sell the product. And this is a very cool thing. So, I myself am a social network seller. I love social media. I have a big following on social media. It's easy for me to chat with people on social media. I am a busy mom, and so this works for me. But if you're somebody who's tired of social media and you can't imagine being on social media, our team is really good at the belly to belly approach, which means we are taking our products to farmers markets. We are asking people to come into our home and hang out and try products and drink some fancy stuff and use the oils and touch it and feel it and understand how it works. We have the brick and mortar. So there are definitely people who are ordering for, like, let's just say you own a gym. I would like to just buy lots of Hydrate Detox to give to my clients who are coming into my gym or into my spa. I own a salon, so it makes sense to have this collagen that I have seen my clients come in and rave about their hair growth. It makes sense to have this product that I can offer to my clients as a hairstylist. So there are many ways to sell the product. It's not just one way. Um, and I think that's all I was going to say. So you decide how you want to do it. Do you just want to be somebody that sells? Do you want to build a team? Do you want to be a retailer? You can decide. You can do one, you can do multiple. I would say myself, I'm a social seller, but I also have a basket with my favorite products that I share with my friends in real life and we have real conversations. So you're still getting the community and the experiences, however makes sense for you and your lifestyle.
Yeah, I love that. That's so good. I think one of the really important things in our team specifically is helping people identify their own pathway to sell. We talk about this a lot, where I think in this industry, it used to be like, you have to be on social media 100% of the time. But I have advocates who are highly successful that are in our senior leadership that are doing this 90% of the time belly to belly and out there in the community. And it's amazing to be able to say, how do you want to do this? And then have an opportunity for them. So I'm actually going to have Michelle go into kind of what it looks like to become an advocate, that just go into this a little bit more in depth and give you a little comp plan highlight. So I'm going to switch it over to her.
Hi, guys. Well, how fun is it for me to talk about this? Because this is my favorite part. But I do want to start with just a little story. I'm going to go off script for a minute. My daughter came home last night and she just started high school. So she has a whole bunch of new teachers. And she was in her one class and her teacher said, Delaney, is your mom an influencer? And cue like huge panic for me because Delaney has told me, I don't want to be on your social media. Like, you can't put me on there anymore. So I thought she was going to be really angry about the whole thing, but I think she thought it was actually cool for like a split second. The point to this story is, though, I am not an influencer. That is not my purpose of being on social media. And I think that's really important for everybody to understand that while we have all these amazing ways, like Brittany and Jace just shared, of building this business, even if you do want to use these amazing platforms, these free social media platforms, you do not need to be an influencer. You don't need to have hundreds of followers or know how to take pretty pictures or be a certain age or whatever. That is not what I am. I'm literally here just sharing with the few people that pay attention to me, um, and hoping that I get these products and this mission into their homes. That's what we are here. We're not a company full of influencers, and I really think it's important for you to understand that that's truly what we are at the heart of this company. We are just sharing this beautiful mission that Ben and Sarah created and pushing it out into hopefully the world, but right now the US and Canada. So one of the most fun part about here is that it's really modernized. This is a network marketing company, but there's also several different ways for people to join us. You can do this in three different ways. Now, my favorite is to become an advocate. I do think that that's the most advantageous way to join us. And the really modern part of becoming an advocate here at Hugh and Grace is you actually don't have to build a team. You still can take advantage of a lot of perks that an advocate gets here without building a team. You can really just share the products. And to keep this really simple for you, especially for people that have never been in this industry before, this is what it looks like. You fall in love with one or a handful of Hugh and Grace products. You share that with friends, family, coworkers, maybe on social media, neighbors, and maybe you have five or six people that purchase the product that you absolutely love. As an advocate, you're going to earn some income and you're also going to earn these amazing things we call product credits. And that's like a bonus of being an advocate for this mission. So for me, that is the most advantageous route. You get to actually join the advocacy team and share this mission with others. However, there's other pathways here that are really cool. If you really do not want anything to do with network marketing, you can become an affiliate. And that what that looks like is you actually have a little code that you can share with people and you will get 20% commission on those sales and you'll also get 20% off of your purchases. That's where it